Generic greetings and welcome back to Ironcast. Today's beverage is apple juice, very tasty. So in the previous video of Ironcast, we were once again continuing on with our mission of saving the world. Actually, it's only saving a certain part of southern England where we have to stop this horrible big robot thing, and we will be doing that in the next fight after doing one of them around here. We're currently over an hour's playtime there, and we have upgraded our Ironcast to be fairly good, hopefully. We've got a light cannon Mark III. We have a Missile Launcher Mark III, we have Hardened Drive Mark III, and finally Dense Shield Mark II, which we will be then upgrading next, probably the next game, and that will allow us to then get this Dense Shields Mark IV from Royal Electric, which is 70 shields on the full defense, so that's really, really cool. Let's go to Select Mission, and we'll see what we can fight. We've got a battle there, we've got a battle there, and then we've got a Challenging Survival. Survive for quite a bit, but I don't want to do that because it doesn't provide us with any of these war bonds, I call them, war assets. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to get the one that gives us the most war assets, which is that one, and as long as we have... Oh, that's actually pretty good. Because it gives us quite a good amount of currency anyway. So, the armoured French steam tanks and its Ironcast guard are trying to retreat in the valuables plundered during the invasion. Don't let them get away. So it looks like we've got two things to fight. The train, the land train, and the Ironcast there. So, let's see what we can do. So the spies can't us. Please remember, like, main objective should be to reclaim the enemy convoy's cargo safely. What do you know about the convoy? Consists of armed steam tanks spotted by Ironcast escort. The Ironcast is your primary obstacle. I will engage the escort first in that case. Roger that, Commander. So, we are fighting this escort. So, destroy the Ironcast escort. So, there we go. It is right in front of us. And let's crack on. So, we will gain some good drives there, which will give us good walking, extra shields, and then that should be us fine there. We're going to go for a shield booster to put that right up. We will then go for probably a collection of all this green there before getting these up to full, so that is us pretty much good to go. So 22% chance to dodge, 30 shields, 2 pips, and they're going to be firing this big cannon or doom, which has hit the drives fairly hard. If they hit it again, it will not destroy it, but it'll be on low, which is quite clearly shown there. So we will repair that. We will also nick one of their shields, and then I think we will target, what is it, Energy Lance Mark IV. That's why it's hitting like a freight train. Okay, let me gather then probably these to repair. I will have to also gather some energy to walk, which is 6 there, which means 1 free to walk with an overdrive, and then I think extra shields. I think just more shields, more better. We'll repair the drives, we'll get a bit more extra in walking, and they've only got a 14% chance to dodge. We are going to target... They're all Mark... No, they've got 3 Mark 4s and a Mark 3. So we're going to target that Energy Lance, I think. Actually, I don't know which one was the worst. Or maybe their drive, 42% chance to dodge. If they get that off, I'm... No, we'll target the weapons. We're going to target the weapons... That one. And what do we want to target? Well, I've got the missile launcher, which is actually more average damage, so we're going to go for an additional shot, and we can't miss. There's no way I'm going to not take that opportunity, and then that is a lot of damage. So we can see that we've taken a hell of a lot of damage off the main weapon, as well as put some damage all the way around there, and mech itself is up to 755. Ah, typical, it missed. Just went straight over the head of it. Okay, that's fine. So we've got a little bit of coolant to pick there, and then we'll call that done. So let's see what they do here. I'm on 66 shields as well as 34 dodge, which is worked out because they've just missed. Their second shot will also miss. Perfect. And it means that they are now stationary with no shields, and that is just dandy. Let me just get that so we can get a match of 5. That's not what we wanted. If I get those 3, that'll come down. I guess we're just going to have to get that one there and then fire for 190 or 180. I think 190. Targeting that weapon A there, and then fire. There's a shot out, and... Oh, crying shame. So we're going to match up these, and that is a nice match indeed, and we'll go for extra walking, extra shields, extra walking, just get it used up. We are going to repair the drives just to make sure that we can keep going. And they are on half health. 8 more turns until, well, it says destroy the escort, but I think we have to burst the tank as well. They've missed again. This is excellent. Excellent. That wasn't so much excellent, but it's still okay. So they're now walking, and they have a 19% chance to dodge. We will still fire our missile launcher, and it has sailed straight past them, which is a bit of a shame. We'll get some more coolant because we are running desperately low on that, and then we're going to gather up as much of the energy as we can to once again increase our walking, put the shields up, and then I guess it's just a matter of getting more coolant, because most of our drops are fairly useless here. This is where having one of those abilities to, say, turn all of one thing into something else would have been really good here. And, ooh, they've missed with one of them. That's good. That's good. So, we can gather up probably all of this green here, which will then drop it down to exactly what we wanted, which is gathering all of that. So, a lot of money, but mainly getting rid of some of that stuff there. We will put up our shields. We will increase our walk. Yeah, I think we are going to increase our walk because, well, as you can see, we don't really have much of a choice to get anything else. There's 7 on that one, followed by a rocket straight into their face. We'll be able to do that twice. There's the one, and fire again. There's the second. Good hits, and then done. You can see the coolant is slowly going up. The problem with firing this missile launcher so often is that it does take, well, it takes 2 coolant, and there's a nice miss as well. We are on half health, by the way, so it's a tough fight, this one. It's a very tough fight indeed. We're going to gather up all of that just so we can get additional walk for the dodge. Going to increase our shields as well. And now I want to gather all of this coolant, followed by all of these weapons, and then we will be able to hopefully destroy one of their... No, I can't destroy one of the weapons because, as you can clearly see, they have managed to fully repair them. But we're just going to keep firing this. If it hits, insert one generic upset point. Disappointment points, I guess it would be. And ow, that's starting to hurt. And to be fair, I should have activated the targeting lens. So I will do that this turn to definitely get them destroyed. Repair our defences because it's currently a 1. And it's a terrible match, but you know what? I'm going to do it just to get this guy dead. So this will kill him. Right. Now, if it goes on the train, this might be game over, because we've taken a lot of damage here. A hell of a lot of damage. Yep, this is the tank. If you let us... if you attack us, much of our cargo will be destroyed. Let us go and we'll leave it behind. I'm honestly might say leave them go, simply because I can't do another fight unless they... Unless they sort of do something dodgy. Our cargo's been unloaded, we'll be moving on. Farewell. Farewell. Right. Right, that's fine. Yeah, so we could have fought them, but that would have been dodgy. I had one more match remaining. I only had, I think, what, 1/3 health? Yeah, that wouldn't be good. So, we have a point. We also have the ability to get them big shields, but we are going to spend a lot of money repairing that up to max, well, which we need to do. So, workshop, defense systems, the defense shields Mark 4 rather than Mark 3, which we will get. Obviously, we need to then equip said defenses. So, that is now light cannon Mark 3, missile launcher Mark 3, hardened drive Mark 3, defense shields Mark 4. General augmentation, ammo node spawn 5% more, Ironcast ability, our opponent's evasion is half for 2 turns, replace all energy nodes, repair nodes. None of them are good, and I'd like something there. Ammo node spawn, no. The crippling signal is quite good, actually. I'm going to get that. Where do we put it, though? Additional shot is brilliant. Coolant refill we haven't got equipped. Shield booster is okay. Targeting lens is really good. We're going to go with the shield tank, so because we've got Mark 4 shields. So we want that shield booster. We've already got the ability to transfer shields, and we've already got the... Yeah, we can transfer, we can rip shields off, and we've got a good shield device. So that's fine. That's fine. Other abilities then. Additional shot is just a must for what we've got there. I'm thinking unequip the targeting lens, but equip the crippling signal, because that's opponent's evasion is half for 2 turns. So it doesn't do the exact same thing, obviously, does it? It's just all shots next weapon unable to miss, but that one halves it. So, but it's for 2 turns, so it might be better. That's also 4-turn cooldown. We can only try it. It can only not work and us lose the game. Yeah, so that's it. Select mission. We have one more mission. Great Battle of Westminster. Boss, hard. You can see good experience turns. Turn limit 20. So Commandant Rene Durant and his gargantuan class of Ironcast are mere miles away from the city. Okay. Accept mission. We don't have a choice. And spoiler alert here, they're actually fleeing for something infinitely worse, which is why they're here in the first place. So, Professor Kaylock, I presume, pleased to make your acquaintance finally. Please call me Walter. Your reputation precedes you, as does yours. Shame we're not able to meet in a more civilized fashion over a bottle of wine, perhaps. Not a bad beverage, I guess. Yeah, it's quite a shame, but yet, here we are. So, I take it your surrender is not offered? I'm afraid not. Well then, let us commence with what we do best. Wage war and spread death and destruction before us. That is, after all, what we're good for, is it not? Sadly so. Come on, Professor. Yes, receiving you, Spire. We're back from our frontline troops. Combined efforts of 1,515 men and women on the ground have managed to reduce the enemy's hull by the same amount. Obviously, it's not much, they say. Unfortunately, the result of our side can only be described as a massacre, with 90% of our forces in the attack. Brilliant. Great noble sacrifice. I'll do my best way. Good luck, Commander. Britain is behind you. And it has 4,165 health. It has a gargantuan class dual lance. So it is 165 damage. Only one shot, good. Other weapon is gargantuan class missile rack. Average damage is 258. Ooh, I don't like it. That's bad. That's all kinds of bad. Drives, 15% chance to dodge. Don't care about that at all. Shields are 60. Gargantuan class shields. Right, let's match. Good opener. Got half the board done. Walk. Raise. Shield booster. And you know what? It's not a great match, but it gives me more shields, and I need the shields. Without the shields, I'm done for. I think I'm done for anyway. The chances of winning this fight historically have been quite low. So we've been hit with, looks like their lance thing first, and they've shielded up and started walking towards us. We will repair our weapon. We will transfer some of their shields to ourselves, and quite honestly, I think we'll start firing. So we can go for the missile launcher. I'm going to target their shields, and we will go for a additional shot and fire the big missile launcher. So 2 hits, good. They have reduced their damage, and they're now going to 3-3 on their defenses. Once again, we will fire and keep that going. I will go for a fairly big match here, like so. Hopefully we'll get... We've got no drive. We've got no drives. I'm having to get this just to hopefully see it now. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, keep firing. Okay. Now I could get that coolant. Quite frankly, I can get another 2 shots out this turn. If I can destroy their shields, it means that they're going to have to spend a lot of time repairing it. Their shield's down. Not a bad opening volley. We still only have 5% dodge, but we have 70 shields ourselves, so they overdrive the gun. Ow! This is going to destroy the weapon. No, it's not. It didn't go through the shields as much as I thought. Right. Repair that. Match up all of that. And brilliant. 7. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. I'm very tempted to go for 1, 2. tempted to match up not all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'd only be left with our overall storage is 9. So we'd have to match 7, 8, like 8 to there, because then that'll give us full. But then we might as well just match the lot. Repair that. Walk for free. Shields up for not for free, but walk. Getting dodge and chance increased. Coolant is good on the board. I'm going to match up all of this repair, followed by some what do I want to match up? Coolant or guns? Guns, because then the coolant will be good for next turn. Right, there. It's best to shoot actually. The lance just does a massive amount of damage, whereas that does 72 to 90 damage with 2 shots, and we're always sticking around 70 shields. Maybe the big cannon is the way forward. I'm still going to fire this missile launcher though. There we go. And it's doing a good amount of damage around them. Okay, done. They're on 3,436 health. Moving up. Oh, great. Plus 10 generic relief points. Right, they managed to do pretty much nothing. So, they are on, a 10% chance to dodge. That's all kinds of, well, not very good. But we are going to match that, and then we will half that chance for 2 turns, because why not? And we now have the ability to match a lot of this one. Oh, I should have used that. Doesn't matter. Walk. Ray shields. Walk. Brilliant. Right, how do you want to do this? Get all the guns, followed by matching, and then get all of that, and we'll keep that one for next turn when hopefully it's not really very good. Okay, so once again we will fire the missile launcher. This will hopefully, if we can get 2 shots out, destroy that shield. Damn it, it missed and hit some building over there. Brilliant. Sorry about that. Right, let's see what they're going to do. Repair and increase movement, and then increase shields. That's totally acceptable. I'm going to shield boost. Go and then gather up a lot of that. Right. It's always in the wrong place. I will not repair anything. No point. Once again, target that. Still only a 5% chance to dodge, and it's going through them quite readily. I'm going to match those 3, followed by all of that, followed by those. Hang on. Yeah, that. Followed by that, just to get these in line to give us a good match, like so. Walking increased. Don't need to raise shields. Don't need to repair. Missile launcher out again. Whoops. And if that hits, which it should do, it didn't actually destroy that shield. It's on 8 left. State of that. Right, okay. So they're going to... That's annoying me. That little 1 pixel little glitch there on the edge of that gun. Anyway. Shields up once again, and they have repaired. 50 damage reduction now, though. So that's not brilliant. Looking at what I can do, it's going to be raise shields, regardless of what we do. I'm going to repair that and then match out these for 6, just to drop stuff down, because then we'll get better matches on the guns, and then we could match all of that. Yes, and if I fire now, that would be overdrived. To guarantee an overdrive effect. What is the overdrive effect on it? I think it's just more damage. 50 shields though. If I walk, I gain increased overdrive, so it'll be 46 because it's overdrive. I will save my weapons. Maybe that is a misplay, but they are firing, and 82. We are on about 2/3 health. Make that nearly half health now. Movement is up to 15% chance, but they didn't put the shields up, so that was worth saving. So we will steal one of their shields off, so they've got no shields, and this is where we do some damage. So fire the missile launcher, shot out, and good hits. Fire once again. That is better. They have lost their defences, and we will target their weapon there. And we're going to, as you might imagine, gather pretty much all of these because we can, and that's... no. Do we need to do that? We don't need to match all of it, but I think I am going to. That gives us full, and we can only gain 5 there, sadly. We can, however, we're already full shield, so we can gather them. And walk. Targeting their big gun. Missiles away. We'll get 2 shots once again. And this is doing a lot of splash damage. So that is... the weapon's still there. It's still on full health. Sorry, it's still on... it's 65 health. It's still in play. But we can match again to fire once more, which will destroy it, which I am going to do because there's no point currently in matching any energy. And then there we go. That should be that weapon destroyed. Brilliant. So we're just going to double check. Weapon A destroyed. That's the really big one. Actually, it's not a really big one, but it's better for them firing at us because it's one shot. It's 160 to 170 rather than 2 shots at 70 because we'll absorb most of that. And the defenses are down as well. And strangely, even though it was only 15% chance, they didn't dodge any of that, which is good. So they're just repairing everything by the look of it and putting their dodge up and everything else. And, oh, right, so they've gone for full tank mode this time. So we can't do much in that regard, really. So we're just going to, we'll tank back. We'll tank back. So shields up and red alert, etc. No point in firing. No point in doing much other than getting ready for another turn. Like that, and then done. Their movement goes down, their shields go down. Let's see what they've done. Nothing. They didn't do anything. Excellent. We will walk, use our shield, boost their ability, and we've got some guns. And we will target, once again, their shields. So, they're still on 30%, 30 damage reduction, 10% chance to dodge. Still good hits, 17 on that one, which is a shame. We've got 2 more matches left. Nothing to repair. I guess it's just a case of getting as many matches in as possible. And I know it's only 3 matches, but this should be able to destroy their shields now. There we go. Which means if they were gonna... oh, I could have also fired it twice. Oh, well. Misplay. Yeah, destroying it is best, because if they had... that's starting to work now. They're just doing more damage than I can cause. So I'm going to half their dodge. I'm going to repair that. Yeah, I don't know if I can win this. I'm just not causing enough damage. Maybe target their weapons? No, I don't know. Anyway, what is good to know is that even though I matched all of these energies last turn, the energy tiles last turn, it does remember for the drive activation. So the drive activation is still correct. So there's 93 shields. I use the overdrive token. And I'm going to match up the repair tokens just to get a good drop down there. And it wasn't a good drop down at all, but we can do that. And hopefully we'll get some weapons in play. No weapons. Okay, so it's just going to be coolant then. I should have done that one as well. Okay. Next turn, then we'll see what they do. They've got no shields now. They're repairing, firing again. It's just hurting too much, but they've got no shields now. And no dodge. Walk. Shields. I use the walk first because it'll give me more chance to dodge, and that's just obviously negate all the damage. So we'll do that. We will repair that. And let's target... let's target that gun. You know what? I still think targeting that's the best option. Because if they get full shields, there's nothing I can do. Additional shot. Here we go. 5% chance to miss. And it missed. Typical. Typical. If that had hit, that would have... no, it wouldn't have destroyed it, but it would have taken it quite low. Okay. Get all these green matches in. And that wouldn't be a bad match. Fire again. There are 1,353 health. Shields are now down 1,164. Next turn I get to rip one of the shields off, but they don't have any shields because I've just blown it up. They're going to fire again. Please miss. Didn't miss. We need some lucky dodges and we're not getting them. Okay. Fair that. Fair that. It's going to be that. And I'm just going to have to get as many matches as I can to try and get some weapon drops. Shields raised. Walking's up. What can we do? We'll match all these for next turn. Hopefully the drops will be good. Yeah, it's not too bad for the next shot, but here we are. Even with full shields, that big cannon. And if I don't know, would maybe not shooting it be the best thing? Or shooting the other one? I don't know. Walk. Shield. Rip off the shield. Target their big honking space cannon that's doing the damage. And let's see if we can do something to it. Here we go. Can't really do anything other than match these tiles at the bottom there for that. I need to match those ones simply because otherwise we wouldn't have the coolant. One more shot would do it. One more shot would do it. I'm going to do that, but I am going to... Hang on, let me check. I'm going to target the gargantuan weapon, but I'm using the cannon because that's direct damage, and that then should destroy it. Yes, it did, because that one does splash damage. Even though it's 190 average damage is higher, it's the splash that I was not really too concerned of. I didn't need, but rather. So they're going to repair the gun, fire the gun. It missed. Thank generic deity for that one. Right. This is... Ooh, very close. Right. How do I want to match this? I'll match that. To get as many of these as possible. I'm just trying to get weapons in now. Walk. Raise shields. That's good. That's good. Let's get that cannon taken out. Can I take it out one more shot? I can. Brilliant. That cannon's down now. Movement is down. No shields. 258 health. They're repairing the big cannon. They're going to fire it. Oh, 199. I'm on 112. Okay, we've got one more turn to win this. Otherwise, I'm dead. Right. I've only got 5 coolant as well. I need 2 shots of that gun. I need 2 shots of that gun that'll win it. But there's almost nothing to match. The matches are terrible. I don't think I can win it unless I dodge. Do the shield boost because I don't want to use the coolant. Oh, yeah. 2 more matches. If I match the coolant like so, this should drop down. We get a decent... Nah, that's it. Game over. Game over, man. It matched... It did the wrong thing. Did it wrong. Not going to do it. I can only do this and then hope that we survive for a turn. I don't think it's going to happen. Unless they've got no energy to fire. They're repairing. They don't. What? Right. There's the 5. There's the main weapon. There's the cannon firing out. I think we've done it. Yes. Brilliant. 112 health, I think that is. Come in, Professor Kerlock. I'm receiving you, Commandant. And it's Walter. Very well. It appears that you have emerged the victor. I am slain. How saddening it is that you should be the last telegraph I ever laid eyes upon. No family or friend by my side. Never considered failure a possibility. Too much was resting upon my mission. The stakes were too high. Your mission? Is your mission to invaders? You should have remained in France. This conquest was one of folly. Clearly did not understand that we could not have stayed, or home is lost. Paris is lost. What are you talking about? You're making no sense. This is not an invasion born of greed but necessity. We flee a larger threat, the greatest threat ever poised to France or the world for that matter. Request truce and asylum many days ago, but we're denied by your leaders. Your home is an island. It has the natural defences we require. That we all require. Of course we denied you, sworn enemies. We didn't need to. It hadn't been so. Commandant? Gone. He's done, Commander. You've Vitara's excellent work. Return to the hangar bay for debrief. But what is he talking about? I assume you read the transmission. Don't worry about that now. Return to base so we can plan and then press the advantage. Time to drive the French from our lands once and for all. So, a greater evil has arisen. And 2 levels. That was a tough gig. A very, very tough one indeed. We gained 2 levels, we've gained lots of points, and a hell of a lot more plans. I will spend a lot of that money on making sure our mech is not a walking heap of scrap held together by weld beads and hope. Let's go for our unlock. So we have got Ironcast abilities across the board. Leech 3 coolant from the opponent, that's not bad. Damage reduction, all enemies damage reduced by 15%. And electromagnetic blast. Blast that knocks out all active shields until the start of your next turn. The shields are undamaged by this. Oh, the shield systems are undamaged by the ability. It does say all active shields. I'm guessing that means mine as well. Leeching coolant now. And general augmentation, which is XP gain through matching is increased by 10%. If that was right at the start of the game rather than halfway through it, I'd probably pick that, but no. Leech ammo, interesting. And when your Ironcast's hull health falls below 50%, all shield strength is boosted by 20%. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm going to go for that. We could probably get rid of that heatsink and instead go for the shield last stand thing. Okay. So, workshop. You can see we now have an Energy Lance Mark IV, average damage 170, and a Pulse Repeater Mark V, which is average damage 308, no splash damage, and it's basically just a better version of the cannon that we have. Yeah. Aye, not bad. Number of shots. Yeah, see the Pulse Repeater, the energy weapons seem to do a bit more damage, but they can be a bit more random, if that makes sense. So you see that damage per shot is 43 to 46, but the average shots are 5 to 10, whereas the light cannon, you just know it's going to do 34 to 37, and then it's always getting 5 shots. So, you know, sometimes the other one can let you down. Drive, we've got a Hardened Drive Mark 5, which increase our evasion chance up to 40%, and Standard Drive Mark 4. So we'd get the Hardened Drive when we can afford it, but, well, we can't afford anything. We have another mission. You can see we've also got the Interloper. Boss hard, heading to Westminster. 100 turn limit, and we have... Where is it? It says number of days left, 6. So we have more things to fight, and we have battle, challenging survival, and a collection quest. But we have defeated the main interim boss, I guess you could call it, and this is not as far as I've ever been, but certainly never finished the game and won that thing against that. In fact, I don't even know if I've versed whatever that thing is. Interesting, though, that we got this far, and very happy that we have got this far. I didn't plan on this being a bit of a mini-series, which it's turned into, but I'm happy to continue if you do so desire. Let me know in the comments if that's what you wish. Otherwise, then, yeah, it's been interesting getting to this point, and I'm glad we did that really challenging mission. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.